You've all been waiting for. It's the Captain's Lounge with Andy Wullmer. Get together with the best online business masterminds in a lounge setting that will be intimate, fun, and completely interactive. It's a great way to meet new people or extend your existing digital relationships. Now, Andy is a guy that needs no introduction. And if you don't know Andy Wullmer, chances are you may be living under a rock. Andy Wullmer is a veteran in the industry for 20 years. He works in many verticals from porn production, online retail, mobile offers, dating, live cams, model agent, traffic brokering. His nickname is the Traffic Captain because he is recognized as a strong leader. I'm going to pass the conch over to Andy, who's going to introduce the guests on his panel today.
Yeah, make some noise. Thank you, Jason, for this very nice introductions. Hello, everybody, visiting the interNEXT Expo 2021 online version. And today we will have a talk show where we talk business, private life, and yeah, everything that we want to talk. I already posted also an invitation for more guests. So later there's more guests. We are 3 hours live. I think the longest show on the interNEXT. So there will be a lot of action, and I'm very welcome my guests. Yeah. So, and yeah, the first part is always, it's good that everybody introduced itself. So let's start with the woman. Andra, please unmute and then tell everybody what's up, who are the hottest girls there from Romania, and the brand ambassador, the masses.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, all good. I would like to be addressed as the woman from now on. I like that title. It will be like Andra the woman. That will be my title from now on, as brand ambassador, company ambassador, influencer. And what else are you nominated for? I want all your titles, Andy. What the hell?
Well, it's you know, I want always the awards. You know, I have a big collection. I think I have over 30 awards in my living room, and I love to win awards. Why not? You know.
Man, I don't want you to do. I don't want you to do any renovations to your house to get more awards in. So maybe, you know, I don't know if the voting has ended or not, but just vote for me wherever you see Andy's name. Vote for anyone else. I'm joking. Of course, I'm joking. Thank you so much, Captain, for having me over to your talk show. It's always a pleasure to see you and to talk to you fine people. Today I was a host on one of the stages. My God, people, I just want to say that the amount of work that goes behind an online show. I mean, I've done the normal, live shows, but behind the stages of a virtual show like interNEXT, my God, it's so insane, because in a live one, you can kind of control or not, just let people do their thing. But when it's like so many tech stuff, so many time frames, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, hi, I'm Andra from Studio 20 and Bucharest Summit.
Hey, I'm sorry, just couldn't connect for some reasons.
Oh, good. Welcome, Stacy. That's always, we were all late because the technical things, but that's the reason I always book 3 hours through Panos and say, hey, 3 hours, we can pass everything.
Okay.
Yeah, so just to finish my introduction, I'm Andra from Studio 20 and Bucharest Summit. Studio 20 is the biggest live cam physical studio in the world, with 34 cam studios around the globe: Romania, Colombia, United States, Czech Republic. And Bucharest Summit is an industry trade show that is going to happen. We're hoping, we're still thinking about it. We want to make everyone feel safe, and until we don't know for sure that something is up, everybody is going to be safe for travel, we're not going to announce anything. So we're going to just keep you guys guessing about that. Thank you, Andy.
So now you see why you should vote for Andra as brand ambassador of the year. She knows her shit.
I'm influencer as well. Vote for influencer as well, Andy.
Hey, you and my show, come on. I'm the influencer. Okay, whatever. Let's go on. It's not all about the awards, it's about money. And we have Bram here. Bram, you started a new money-making machine, I heard. So tell us a little bit about you and your new product.
Yes, so my name is Bram. I'm CEO of Dating Leads, and I'm Dutch but living in Panama. And for the last 8 years, I've been focusing on the dating vertical. That made that we recently launched datingleads.com, a new venture that monetizes leads after users sign up and at internal and external offers in, at this moment, the Dutch-speaking and German-speaking markets, and soon the tier 1 English-speaking markets. So nice things to come and very good and promising EPCs.
So it's another performance network for dating specialized, correct?
Yes, but we have our own in-house offers. So people send to our offers, and from there, on the back end, we monetize them externally.
Okay, that sounds interesting. And about traffic for dating, Nigel, you're still there, Nigel? Or did you left? I see only his picture. Okay. Then about traffic, Nicolas or Nico Wendisch from Germany, from TrafficPartner. So you sell the traffic for dating, I guess, and especially in the German market where Bram wants to make some money.
That's absolutely correct.
So
well,
tell us.
Yeah, first of all, my position since a couple of days, it was going on Facebook that I'm not the BizDev anymore. I'm now, that's more funny for the German guys, that I'm called the Prachtlachs. As you may remember, the Prachtlachs. You remember that Facebook post?
No.
you deleted that from your head. Well, basically, so back to business, we of course sell traffic. We work slightly different from what other networks are doing. So we have a known publisher base. We don't connect any further networks into it. And like 50% of the traffic is our in-house traffic from our own tube sites. And also we are pretty niggling when it comes to the onboarding. So you can apply that you want to send us traffic. But before you can even open up the account, we check on it and say, okay, this fits to our criteria and to our standards, or we deny you. So this keeps us, small in a way, but we focus more on the quality. So we also just focus on Germany for the moment and say, okay, this is our basement, our core business. And results proving that we do something right, actually.
Yeah, about the right traffic. Nigel, you have also traffic to sell, eh?
Diginize got traffic in the house.
Yeah.
You know it, you know it. Yeah. How you doing?
You bring the click cash.
Oh, that's it, that's it. Volgas, let's do it.
Volgas, yeah. So for the few people that don't know you, Nigel, introduce yourself, your company, and what you do to rock the stage.
All right, very good. Well, I'm Nigel Williams. I've been in this industry since 2006. You know, always on the traffic side, running ad networks. And in the last 5 years, I've been running my own company called DigiWorldPartners. We focus mostly on the dating vertical, being a broker. I work with premium traffic sources that are email, SMS, push, banner. And we're full service. We make it easy for you. You don't have to give any creatives. You give us the link, the budget, the daily budget, some targeting options, and away we go. And traffic rolls in. So it's been really good. I'm pretty happy that this year, I've been in this industry since 2000. I got my first nominations ever for GFY, and there's not one but 2 nominations at once. You know, DigiWorldPartners for Alternative Traffic Partner of the Year. That's pretty cool. I like that. You can get that. And then also the, what do they call that? Executive of the Year. Yeah, cool. So that's what's going on. Pretty happy about the way things have been turning out in this last year. It's all good. And happy to be on the show here with you guys.
Cool, man. Yeah, that would be, you know, imagine that's what I'm missing. We are now all in Vegas. Tomorrow, everyone hopefully get an award, and then we stay in the circle bar of the Hard Rock Hotel, and we keep rocking and keep rocking. And yeah, now we need to wait till this pandemic is over, but thanks to so many different teams, of course, here the interNEXT, and before it was the Webmaster and the AW Summit meetup, the XBiz, the Why Not meetup. At least we keep our business online as we do money online, and I think the online industry is part of this pandemic, but for the shows. I prefer the real life. In the meantime, we go here online. So Joey, you have something very common with me. You started your YouTube channel. Tell us a little bit about you, your business right now, and your YouTube channel.
All right. Everybody, can you guys hear me all right?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Yeah, so yeah, you're right. For those of you who may not know me, my name's Joey Gabber. I've been in the industry a long time. I'll be going on about almost 15 years now, and probably a lot like Andy as well. We have a lot in common. We've covered a lot of ground in the industry, especially on the traffic and technology side, and that's always been something that drew me, not only in the adult side, but as in mainstream as well. And I think over the years we've been trying to find a way to marry mainstream and adult in terms of traffic and behavior and audiences, and so that's what led me to this year. I'd also like to say that we are both Hall of Famers, Andy. I've been inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, just like yourself. So yeah. my YouTube channel is called Daily Steam, and what I've been focusing on is producing reality shows, and something that is able to still work well and engage audiences on the mainstream side and still be YouTube friendly while still having enough of the sex appeal and the overall appeal of any reality show that draws a certain audience in, and helps build viral media and communities all over the internet. So a lot of reality dating elements. So it's not necessarily adult, but it definitely attracts a similar audience, and it definitely appeals to a lot of the same behaviors you might see in our traffic. So I put a big focus on that part of YouTube, and then my other YouTube channel, which is all about guitars, as you can see here. But that's probably a little less interesting for those of you who are listening. Yeah, so this channel is growing. We've got a little over 200,000 subscribers now on YouTube, and we're getting at about 30 million views, and the shows are doing really well. And so maybe after this, you guys can check out Daily Steam on YouTube and let me know what you think.
Perfect. Yeah, I did this. I saw your channel is growing fast, so that means that you have the right niche that people want to see. In the beginning, when I was posting all my old videos, like 6-7 years ago, from all the shows that Mari makes on the shows, and then I put some of my diving lounge, and you were there on the show. And, interesting people. So from boring from the home office, it comes out something very productive. So I'm happy you do it too. Partner family, Stacy, are you there? Then mute your microphone.
Yeah. Sorry, just was a little bit like slow mood. Okay, so hey to all, this is Stacy. I'm senior sales manager in TrafficPartner. So yeah, I can't say that I've been in the industry for like 7 years. It's not so long because you all guys, but I hope that I'm going to reach my an anniversary here too one day. So no, regarding the TrafficPartner, I guess you all know that we always been always strong in dark countries, and last year we launched like tons of new geos, and now our products are live in around like 53 geos, and so also we launched for every who's interested in this, it's like we also launched the smart links. It's very cool to send traffic to, very easy to start now. And for this year, we don't really plan to launch new geos, but we are planning to launch new products as well. And so if you don't send us traffic, so it's always worth to try something new with us, and if you send it before, just to check out what's new we have, and maybe to increase and expand the cooperation would be cool. hope that everybody
Yes.
hears me well, because this is very slow for me. Sorry. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yes,
Just,
I have
just
also.
some problems.
Yeah. So that's the new.
Sorry. I maybe I'll reconnect.
No, I think it's delayed for everybody. I don't think it's just you, Stacy.
Should we tell Andy his microphone is muted?
So I was fine, but it's yeah. Did you hear me well? No.
We did.
Yeah, we heard you.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we did.
This is the way thing.
Well, hi there. My name is Joey Gabra, and I have gray hair. And I'd just like to point out that I started growing gray hair on my face because I could no longer grow it on my chest. So I decided to let it grow out on my face, and that's why I look like Joey Gabra.
That makes sense now.
Does Andy realize that his microphone doesn't work?
Should we tell him?
I think he's frozen.
Oh, yeah, he is frozen.
That's cute.
I see you guys, but there's not, my internet connection looks not to be good.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons
Hello?
why, Andy, you got to actually pay those bills that get delivered to your house, and don't just use them to level your coffee table.
Mm-hmm.
The man has been in the desert. Have you not seen? He didn't get the bills.
Oh, he's for listen.
He was looking for the internet show in Vegas. I don't know where he went.
Joey and I are from the desert. I don't know where Andy's from. I just figured some like a weird science experiment that went wrong.
Can you guys hear me now again?
It's a little bit choppy.
It's choppy, yeah.
Actually, now he's
all right. I'm taking over, guys. New captain.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah. Okay. Tell us about your YouTube channel again.
You want to hear more?
Yeah. Guitar show. That's all.
Okay. Well, I think we still have to hear from TK. Yeah.
Am I late to the show?
A little
Sorry
bit.
about it, guys. Yeah, I went for a walk. It doesn't happen here too often. Like everybody else, I'm stuck at home. To those that don't know me, I'm CEO of ClickDealer. ClickDealer is an affiliate network that is based on performance marketing. So we only get paid when we bring results. The reason I'm here, because we started as a company that been doing a lot of dating, but now we do, besides dating, we do a lot of other verticals. We run e-commerce, we run lead gen. It's a big push for us, specifically white hat lead gen. Considering all the changes that are happening right now, I think we had this actually talk on a panel about a year ago in interNEXT when we talked about China and North America. And I still remember I made a call saying that the biggest firewall which is going to happen in North America will be Facebook and Google. And it's exactly happening. They're moderating everything. So like everybody else, we try to find new ways of, finding revenue, finding new ways of getting traffic and bringing in those sales. Thank you. Oh,
right.
Captain is gone.
So we
Who's
lost the
next?
captain.
Yeah, we lost the captain.
So is this group meant to just for all of us just to kind of shoot the shit, or were there any specific topics we were supposed to touch on? I'll take the lead until he gets back.
I have no idea, to be honest.
I think everybody should start drinking, all this, have fun and to discuss the.
I got a text message from Andy a few minutes ago saying, "Hey Corey, are you free for the next 3 hours?" And I'm not, but just based on that, I was like, okay, well. Got to see.
Might as well jump in.
But it's nice seeing all of you guys. I mean, you guys are fantastic.
Have you guys? How many of you have been on for the virtual event since early this morning? Have you guys spent much time on it yet? I've only been about the last hour or so. Has it been good?
I'm back for you. Sorry for what? I'm back.
Yes, you're back.
You're back.
Yeah. Andy, just go back to what you're doing. Joey's got this. Dude,
rewind.
Okay, perfect.
Fine. He knows what he's doing, I promise.
I'm the captain of the ship now.
Yeah.
Andy's been demoted. He's now the sailor. He's no longer a captain.
Seaman.
See, exactly. He's
The problem started when the lawyer came in.
That's good point.
I don't know what he said.
Everything was fine before you got here, Corey. That's what he's saying, basically.
I mean, I could leave.
Exactly. Yeah, goodbye.
He said something. It sounded great.
Yeah.
He's frozen again.
Oh fuck! So keep talking.
Yeah.
Keep
Okay.
talking.
We will.
Okay, so
we will
guys,
keep talking.
I was asking out of curiosity how it's been so far these first few hours of the event. Anybody? Because what I noticed is it's hard to tell if there's anybody in the room when you're like on panels.
I didn't really understand that about this launch zones, the bar and everything. If anybody there, because I tried to.
That's the one thing I can't tell if there's anybody hanging out. It's weird not being able to kind of network within the panels and things like that.
Well, other than that, I'm here for you.
I was going to ask whether Nigel has moved in the last like few minutes, but he's just like sitting there, and I think he's frozen.
No, I'm alive and well. I'm alive and well. How you doing, Corey?
Hey.
Hey.
I came to see your Wu-Tang poster.
And the shirt.
It's good to see you went full-blown professional for today's conference. We're all really impressed.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, actually, I only put on this shirt for this part because technically the show is over type thing, you know? Before that, I was all nice and collar and everything. Yes, I'm a nerd.
Nigel after hours.
Yeah,
that's right.
It's actually the only collared shirt I have left. Since COVID started, all my shirts got sick, so this is all I got left. So it's just, I'm out of clothes.
Corey, did I see that you have like a workshop or a seminar that you're doing?
Yeah, today and tomorrow. I've got one at, it looks like 5 p.m. Eastern time, and then I've got another tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm not sure how that translates time zone wise.
The 2 p.m. should be okay for most everybody.
The 5 p.m. is going to be a little rough. What is that, like 3 o'clock in the morning in Germany?
It's getting there, yeah. No, it's like after midnight though.
Well, the GFY awards start at 5 p.m. So I mean, it's going to be really
basically the same thing.
Yeah, it's. I mean.
So we're gonna have the awards over your seminar.
No, actually, I wouldn't mind it, but no, my seminar tomorrow is at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and then the GFY awards at 5 tomorrow. Today, my seminar is at 5
p.m. Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's a performer one, Andrew, so you might want to show up and you get some tips.
Will you be performing, Corey?
No, it's females only. We are very discriminatory in this group.
Are you? Oh, no. I'm muting my microphone. I always get into hot water when about this topic. No.
It's fine. We're going to have you on there. We're going to have Nigel on as a stunt cock. It's going to be great.
Good.
So we have a new guest here, Henry.
Andy, Captain, my friend, how are you?
Well, if I'm online, I'm good. I'm not sure if you can hear me and see me again. Island, I don't have any good internet. It looks like. Especially
it looks like you're living the dream.
Come online.
It looks like you're living the dream right now.
Yeah, just like from your private yacht. Yeah, that's why I understood.
Yeah, from island to island. Next island will be Cyprus. Be ready, Cyprus.
You're gonna let us out? That is the next question.
Yeah, I just like to leave my house, let alone go to a new island.
Well, I made already like 6-7 different corona tests, and then I can travel normally. So I don't see. Of course, there are some countries that are closed. Bram and me, we wanted to go to the Philippines, but they didn't let us in. I'm not sure it was for corona or because the mess we made this year.
I just wanted to ask you, because it went so well last time, you want to do it again?
Of course.
Yeah, of course. We had good vacations the last 3 years. We went to Palau Island, we went to Taiwan, we went to Philippines, Thailand. He's a good buddy for traveling. You have the same interest. Party and diving.
Oh, he froze again with his mouth open. That was a good
Yeah,
pose.
to go to talent, you need this vaccine now.
The one, oh, yeah, that's
His
gonna
internet
happen.
is slow.
That's all right. He's on island time. He's allowed to do that.
When you're not talking, you can just like use your face, and we understand you. Yeah.
Dude, don't let him fool you. He's like sitting outside of some Starbucks somewhere trying to use their internet connection.
We have something exactly the photo from last time, by the way.
Oh yeah, the sausage photo.
The sausage one. Yeah, we have that.
So were there any topics, Andy, that you were planning on touching on, or are we just all gonna have a little chat?
Shoot the shit.
Yes. First thing is, who is in Bitcoins?
Well, considering this is a live broadcast, and since I actually am the lawyer for a few of you, I would recommend for my clients on this call that you not answer that question publicly.
Okay. Well, is it different in US than in Europe? I guess, right?
Yes, in this country we pay taxes, Andy.
Exactly.
In Germany.
What's a Bitcoin, Andy?
In Germany, they pay probably more than all of us together.
Yeah.
I feel like I missed the boat on Bitcoin, and I'm kind of disappointed in myself.
Yeah, I blew it, man. I used to.
You gotta buy that. You gotta buy that Dogecoin shit. It's 8 cents.
No.
Going to the moon. It doesn't do anything. It does absolutely nothing. It has no use, and no one trades it. But I'm telling you, it's the next one because Elon Musk says so.
Speculation.
Yeah, but Elon Musk went ahead and bought, Bitcoin, not Dogecoin. That's the thing. He was pumping it up, but he went and did something else. They all manipulate the market, right? First they say it's shit, and then they flip it and they just buy in on the dip, and that's it. It seems like recurring thing over and over and over. So I don't know.
I agree.
But I see, if you do investments, my first education was in a bank, and if you do an investment, for example, let's say in Bitcoin, and you did buy Bitcoins for the last 5 years, sometimes you buy it down, sometimes you buy it low. So if you buy something like this speculative stuff, but you buy it constantly, and sometimes you buy it a little bit high, sometimes you get it low, but on the long way, so many companies believe, since PayPal also let Bitcoins in, and our industry could be also, so many cryptocurrencies try to bring it to the adult industry. But the way of payment is super easy, it's fast, and I think that cryptocurrencies have a very good influence of our system, because I hate banks. Imagine when I want to send money from Germany to Colombia or to Venezuela, how much cost I have, how long it takes. So, and even there's other things like PayPal is very expensive, Western Union is very expensive. So for a global payment, this cryptocurrency is something very interesting. And also because we are in the adult industry, it's something very anonymous. So you don't want to have your wife or your husband looking that you were on wanker.com or whatever and pay with your credit card. So everybody have experience with cryptocurrencies in the adult industry. For example, Pornhub have something, but I don't know what the coin is really and if it works. So Corey is smiling. So you have something about this crypto, Pornhub, and Pornhub topic today, yeah?
I'm watching a funny video of a lawyer who had his filter on, and he was dressed like a cat. So that's why I was laughing.
Yeah, that was a couple days ago.
I know, but someone just sent it to me again, and every time I see it, it makes me laugh. So what we were talking about crypto, I think, just to give you guys my 2 cents on this, all joking aside, I think everyone should actually be watching Ethereum very closely. I think Bitcoin is almost 50,000 now a coin, but Ethereum, if you look at how much it's actually being used on the network. You can't move Ethereum anywhere right now because gas prices are so high and the network is so clogged. That to me is actually a sign of high usage and high trading versus people just going on and saying, hey, I think this is going to be the next great coin. I'm like, oh, really? Well, what does it do? Nothing.
Wait, so you think congestion is a sign of high usage, essentially?
Yeah, I think the Ethereum network right now is, if you look at the time that it's taking for people to send Ethereum, and then also if you look at what's funny about Ethereum now is you get charged based on how fast you want your Ethereum transaction to go through. So in theory, you could set your gas fee like stupid low, and it'll take like 7 months for you to send one Ethereum to someone. But what I've actually been seeing and what I've been testing out here is with Ethereum is even when you're jacking it up pretty high and really dumping like high money in to send it, it's still taking forever. And so there's huge congestion on the network, and I actually think it's a good sign. Most people would say that I'm wrong and stupid, but I actually think it's a good thing because it's telling me that Ethereum is becoming more and more widely used, and the network is struggling to keep up with the usage. So
that's interesting. Yeah, I could buy that though. That's a tough one to argue. I could see why people would try to argue it, but it makes a lot of sense.
Well, I think it's always good to have both kinds of crypto, or different cryptos. You know, you never know who is the winner. It's always it's like always in business, splitting the risk up. So Bram, you're in Panama. You are now with all the bankers, the wankers.
I don't have anything to do with the bankers in Panama.
Tell us a little bit about Panama. How many months you live there, and what's... Hello?
I lost the connection there. But I'm now staying 6 months in Panama. And
yeah, I'm leaving this chat.
What?
Continue.
Okay. So I'm now for 6 months in Panama, enjoying the good weather and some more freedom as in the Netherlands. So no lockdowns, restaurants open, malls open. So that's quite nice, and very nice tropical islands. I'm basically here to leave Europe for the weather and for the tax that's quite high there and like non-existing here. So I thought, like, when we did a new venture, I'll move to Panama and optimize my lifestyle. So that was basically it.
And Nigel, you came back from Thailand to Canada, and then they had the lockdown, right?
Oh my gosh. It was exactly a year ago today. I was in Bali having a conversation with my friend saying I better start making my way home because I might get stuck. And then instead of going to Singapore and Vietnam, I ended up going back to Bangkok for a minute, 6 days. And then I came back to Canada, and 3 days later, the border was locked. So it was just in time. But yeah, now I'm here, and I'm dying to travel, but I don't think it's worth it for me to leave the country right now, because where am I going to go that's any better than here besides having better weather? You know, it's like, at least here in Canada, we got some healthcare, I got support system, friends, everything, family. You know, if I go somewhere else for a few months, what do I have? And everything is so uncertain. So I don't really want to travel right now.
Yeah, this is interesting. You know, that last year, like before the Christmas, I was in the plane and they changed the rules while I was flying from Russia to Switzerland, and so like
I don't really want to travel right now.
What?
Someone's getting some feedback there.
And you know, that's last.
Mute the browser.
That's me. That's my fault, guys. I'm sorry. I muted the browser. How are you guys seeing where the questions are? Because I understand someone had a question. I can't see where the question.
I have it open on another screen. Let's see.
You just open it on another screen. You go to the stage that we're at, the marketing one, and you have the chat there.
I saw the question was from Brandon. What's the best platform to trade cryptocurrencies? I don't know if that's what you.
Yeah.
Exodus, EXODUS.io. It runs on your own system.
Kraken is good.
Kraken's good too.
I think it's Japanese. I trust Japanese for some reason. I never heard them fucking anybody over. Seriously, look.
America might argue with you on that one.
Andrew,
Okay, there was this little incident, you know.
Andrew, where do you see the chat though? Like I see, like when
It's on the right of the stage.
You have to click a little button sometimes.
Lord Almighty, all people in tech.
latest announcements, your event checklist.
You have to go to the stream and then go to stage
stream.
Stage
Okay.
1.
Got it.
So,
and
as
then
I don't want,
load, and it'll be on the right side.
This
as I
just
don't
became a
want to
tech support
open-
call, guys.
Weird.
Is your screen plugged in?
I charge people for this.
Control Alt Delete.
I can ask the questions from here because I can see the chat, so I can address the questions that the people have. Would that be okay for everyone?
Nick wants in the chat. Yeah, of course I do.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah, I have a
guys.
question for our group, and I don't want it to take an hour for everybody to go through it, but it's touching upon the thing about Bitcoin, which is basically investing your money. So it seems like everybody here is kind of like going through like really good times making money and spending absolutely nothing because we got nothing to spend it on. So what should we be investing in other than, you know, Bitcoin, or what are some of you guys' thoughts?
I don't know. I was
AMC.
Yeah, anything but AMC. Guys should be looking for the future, man. These are actually for, you know, what I always tell people. That's really funny. She's a cat now. What's really kind of smart right now is look for everything that's beat up. Don't look for everything that everybody's jumping on the bandwagon on. So like when you see like right now, a lot of the stocks are at all-time highs. Look for the shit that's like really, really beat up to shit. So, and put your money there. Southwest Airlines, fantastic. Delta Airlines, fantastic. Even Airbnb, it's extremely expensive, but still, I think they're going to explode when this is over, because when this is all over, everyone's going to want to be fucking traveling. So even though those stocks aren't very attractive right now, Nigel, that's where I'd be putting my money if I had any. But that's just, you know.
Yeah, travel is what I was thinking of.
Well, I think always a Rolex is always a good investment, especially if it's a steel one. Don't buy the gold ones. Normally, if you can get a Daytona, Submariner, an Explorer, the steel version, you will never lose money. Rolex is always a good investment. And the other one is I still like gold coins because it's something physical. And I'm sure gold was there for 10,000 years and it will be always there. Till the moment that Elon Musk finds a meteorite and is digging gold from the meteorite, then it's over.
Platinum's beat up. Platinum's beat up really bad right now in price. So platinum's really good to buy now that it's beat up. It should actually catch up to gold, hopefully in the next 6 to 12 months.
Good.
Overall, to be honest, if you don't want to get screwed, Corey's advice is good, and good old Warren Buffett's. You buy companies which are profitable and they're here to stay forever, right? Coca-Cola is not going anywhere. People are not going to stop building stuff. So all the commodities are always going to be in demand, like mining.
Dealer for sale. It's click dealer for sale.
Yeah.
Everything's for sale for the right price, Andy.
For the right price, everything is for sale, Andy. That is true. It's definitely like, you know, it's like Corey said, the market is super hot right now. Everything is, I mean, everybody is not working, sitting at home, at least here in Canada. I'm not sure about the rest of the world, but you know, everybody can see how much the blue chip and like tech companies grew. It's absolutely insane. The reason they're growing because people are using, people are subscribing, and they're paying. You know, their finances look good. So it's going to be an interesting year, that's for sure, in terms of investment and like, you know, looking for what's going to happen in the future, because we don't really know.
Don't take your stock advice from Reddit either. Anyone who says like to the end, and I'm going to put all my money in, I don't care if I go broke until I die. You don't want to be following people like that. It's very
that was bad FOMO. Like that was crazy to watch. Like that is, you know,
those are
Corey, 1 second. I wanted to say hello to Sam. He's sitting there already and really quite watching. Hey, Sam, good to see you.
Good to see you guys. I didn't even know what I was dropping into. Like I was like texting Joe or Joey, am I visible here or what's going on? I have nothing to offer crypto advice, zero to offer at all. So
No, it's an open talk show, you know. I think everybody do his seminars, everybody is talking about this personal stuff, but here we can talk about everything. And of course, it's the Captain's Lounge, but I'm only here because Panos asked me, so everybody can ask questions. Also, on my Facebook group for all the watchers, I sent the link, so everybody who wants to join us, come in. This is an open round, open circle bar without drinks. And we need Brad Mitchell. Brad, if you can see us, we need you. You have always the open bar. So Brad, come here. And Sam, and Sam, please introduce yourself a little bit to our watchers so that I have a clue who is Mr. Sam.
I got news for y'all. I just figured it out, Andy. You have to click the stream tab. That's how you click. That's how you get to the chat.
That's what we told you, dude.
We told you.
Whatever. You all suck.
You just figured it out.
to be fair, I don't see it either, but I also just got here. So
It's like 10 minutes. Oh,
but
man.
anyway, yeah, my name's Sam Rakowski. For those that don't know me, I am president of SK Entertainment and Skinfluential Media. We are the parent company of Mr. Skin and Mr. Man, the famous and 2 decades old plus celebrity sites. We are now doing a lot more in the influencer space, powering the online businesses of some massive names in the influencer space, including Vitaly ZDTV and now Jake Paul. So, and many more to come. So keep an eye open for that. It, hopefully give us a lot more ways to work with a lot more people, like my friend Nick there. Who I see. So yeah, that's me. Thanks for having me, and I'll chime in if I have something to say.
Yeah, make some
Super Bowl.
And then we have the legend.
Yeah, he's been trying to do that for so many years. It's pretty funny that he actually pulled it off, because supposedly security was going to be all-time high and less people in the crowd, but apparently it was more lax, and he pulled it off, and it went big time viral. So thanks.
No.
Now he's running away. There was Nick from Crack Media. Where's my crack dealer?
It's that French-Canadian internet. It's a little slower out there.
That was the story behind the name of your company.
We can't hear you though, Nick.
Jerkmate.
Nick?
Yeah,
the audio
Nick
is still not working.
His audio is not working.
Okay, I have a question from the audience. What
Yes?
would you guys do if tomorrow porn would be forbidden?
My room is full of guitars. That's my answer. I'd sell all these and keep one and hope my YouTube channel blows up.
Alcohol survived Prohibition and was very popular during Prohibition. So
Yeah.
I think we'd find a way. That's
Yeah.
I'd probably sell myself to women.
I think we'd make more money, to be honest, if it was forbidden.
Yeah. Well, I would be a travel guide for adventure travels around the world.
We'd make more money, but half of us would be in jail. I mean, that's
Yeah.
probably what would happen.
I'm willing to take that risk.
Actually, I have an idea for Andy, but he stepped away for probably another beer. We'll wait for him. Nicholas, you're still connecting, by the way. Can we hear you?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, no, other Nicholas.
No, I guess.
No other Nicholas. There's two Nicholas.
You mean the other one?
Times are tough at
Dealer.
Crack, you know. Times are tough. It's been a rough start to the year, so
No, his audio is turned off. Something's wrong.
He had to downgrade to broadband.
Yeah. He's using the fax line.
I don't even know if he can hear us to know that it's not working. There it is. Hey, Nick.
Unmute.
Oh, no, he muted his mic.
Unmute.
There you go.
Oh, I'm there.
Hey.
So we want the story behind the name of your company.
Well, he was selling me some crack in Prague.
Okay,
I think it's like 10 years ago, I gave you 2,000 euros in cash You were the webmaster referral #1 in the SGM system. And then he had enough money to start Crack Media and become one of the biggest CPA networks. Some noise.
Yeah, in fact, the reality is just computer crack is like a computer geek in French. And we were just looking for a name for admin to check our stats. It was not meant to be public or a large company. So we just called it Crack Media as the domain for our admin. And then we went to a trade show or two. And like my name, Nick Tamer, which is like in French mean motherfucker, which is not, you know, a real name. It was just my Skype handle for playing games on in the early 2000s. And, you know, it's not a good word in French. So when I win award with the and the awards go to Nick Tamer, that's literally mean the awards go to motherfucker. So it sounds really bad in French. So my daughter ate me now. She's 12 and she did understand what's the name mean, and crack as well. So I decided to start selling pills, and you know, that's where it started. But yeah, thank you, Andy, for that 2,000 euros. I heard about it in the noise, and getting.
I have still the picture. I have still the picture of it.
It was good. It was good. Yeah, I had a good referral on your business. I think I helped some. It was SG back in the day, right? Okay. Hi everybody. So I think Andrew wanted to talk about something, answering one question.
I did not, but thank you. Hi.
Oh,
thank you for putting me on the spot. I was daydreaming
Hi,
a little bit here. Yeah, the woman. Thank you. You've been listening. Love it. Love it. And thank you.
Sorry again for the Blue Chew flashlight on your butt at the AVN last year. You came to me pissed because I was pointing the Blue Chew. Yeah, don't remember that.
Oh my God. Wow. I screamed at you, I think. I was mean. I'm sorry. Yeah,
no problem. I didn't remember. You remember, you recalled me the day after. So
you didn't know who he was, did you?
Well, I was just flashing dicks in everybody's face, so it was not.
Yeah, he found it was like of course it was a joke, but like I'm insane, so I take this very serious. It was like, why would you going all Romanian crazy on him.
I gave 1,000 of those in a sausage party in Barcelona in the bar. So everybody was just flashing dicks in everybody's face. I'm not sure if people seen it. It was a flashlight that showed that blue dick, and I gave 1,000 of them within the show. And 80% guys in the show with dicks in their hand. Surprised there was no.
The only time they could ever show their dick to a woman.
This is the best thing is that this is a totally normal conversation for us.
Yeah.
Anywhere else, this would be crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna mute myself now. Keep going.
But I remember the flashlight, but the dick was strong, and most of these guys, like Andrea said, they have a slow dick, so they need to buy your blue pills. Exactly. There's the circle closing. So.
But by the way, Sam was talking about Vitaly and his influencer business, and we're working a lot within this new sector. And my first big gig was with Vitaly. We paid him to go on the beach with and take Blue Chew and to talk to people with Harden on the beach. It worked really, really well, but then we had to delete the video because it was kind of borderline. We didn't think about it. Was prior to Me Too. So we didn't think it could be offensive to send a muscular guy with a hard on, talk to people on the beach and poke people with his dick. And it went very viral. But now that when I look back, I believe it was not that great. But influence marketing is good. You just need to set the board of the guideline where I liked it. We'll do better next time.
Absolutely.
So next time you run the Super Bowl, you need to run with hard on.
Well, but this is a good thematic about this influencer traffic, renting an influencer to get your products promoted. Does anybody have experience besides Mr. Skin, or have experience how is this? You're not paying him, you partner up, right? Or do you pay him to promote the skin?
Well, I'll let Joey answer in a second. He has something to say, but on our end, we do a bit, dabble in it as an advertiser, but really what we're doing is powering the online businesses, the subscription businesses of big time content creators. There's so many of these people have, they know nothing about the subscription business. They've made their money on the back of platforms, but the problem is these platforms can take away your livelihood overnight on a whim, so, and that's happened more and more. So I think more and more of them are realizing the value of owning your own users and really owning your own product, housing your own content there where it's more protected. So that's what we're doing. We also have some really cool solutions that we're rolling out, like premium close friends on Instagram and things like that. But yeah, we don't really deal with it as an advertiser much. I think Joey does have more experience with that, so I'll let him chime in.
Yeah, on my side of things, it's a little different with the content we're producing. We just like to have the influencers featured in on all the shows that I do. So we come up with all kinds of creative ways to scratch each other's back, whether it comes in the form of money or partnerships or bartering. We've got a pretty huge platform now to leverage with the 200,000 subscribers and all that. So more often than not, if it sounds like from Sam's perspective, they have a lot more interesting things to kind of help the influencers build, but we use them just as much as they hope to use us. And it's usually, more often than not, it's just a trade because we've built enough of a credible platform that it's got some value for a lot of the influencers.
I did a lot into that field. We had good home run where I paid a guy $5,000 to promote a product and made 200 grand of sales. And when at some time I paid 60 grand one video and I made 5 grand of sales. It's with a guy that had like 20 million followers. And it's really depend about the audience and the engagement of the audience. And it's a lot of trial and error. We started a program targeted to influencer and blues, which is niche and pharmaceutical marketing. So it needs to be controlled by a lot of regulation because you cannot make fake claim. You cannot do a paid testimonial. Marketing for pharmaceutical product is really complicated, but it's high risk, high reward. While we also do, and I want to talk to Andrew regarding that, we're starting an affiliate program for models where they can promote their own shows and make money, and it's worked really well. We do that. We started like Jerkmate TV where models can promote their upcoming show that they do for us, and they get paid PPS and they promote. So it's a bit like, let's say, I don't want to take too much time, but if you think about the music industry in the 90s and the early 2000s, an artist was getting 3 to 5% of the album sales, while the HMV and all the music in the studio and the license, everybody was taking a cut from the music deals. And then they had to do 20 shows and 5 albums with 20 songs each, while they only had 2 good songs on the album. The rest was filler. They didn't even remember the lyrics of those songs. They had to do it. So it was kind of a lot of pressure on the artist, and everybody from Sony executive was making the money. Then came Napster. User could download one song the bad way, like the first years of the tubes. But now, they can promote themselves and on iTunes, the musical artist, and make 70%. Everybody was shocked, like 70%, they keep 30%, but they forgot that back in the day, they were making 3 to 5%. And now they can do one single and then do all the show, all the promotion, all the cross marketing, and make all the money in their pocket. I think it's the same thing with the models. They were getting 35% for years. It's not bad because company were investing a lot in marketing, a lot in promotion, not in everybody else. And this model has to stay. But on the other side, there's also model that can self-promote themselves. That's why OnlyFans is so popular, because they promote themselves and get 80%. They don't have the cost of promoting themselves. And it's a bit the same with the influencer. They don't need you've seen a movie star. they promote on Instagram and everywhere the movie they play in, because they get the rev share of the movie. They don't, it's not just a, like in the porn industry, the models used to do $500, they get banged for 2-3 hours, then it's done. Producer will make the money for the rest of the history of the video. Now they can make money over and over. So that's the angle I'm approaching with. I won't disclose the name right now because it's going to be a big launch and it's going to be a big product. But you know, we're already working with individual models, porn star and cam girl, and also mainstream influencer. We pay flat rate plus rev share, different model, and it's worked really well. So it's something to consider. But obviously, if you work with people that are going to promote a product, it needs to be a good product. You cannot get a gamer to promote a fake game with 3x sale. You know,
okay, time is over.
Oh, sorry.
That was a long elevator ride, Nicholas.
Oh,
yeah,
long one.
But Andrea, it's really important.
Absolutely, I'm interested. I'm interested.
I'm muting myself.
Absolutely, I'm interested in hearing about the product. Absolutely. Take into consideration, we do work with Studio 20. We do work with the studio models, so they do have to stay online for a certain amount of time to do their hours and everything. So it's a bit hard for them to create independent content after that, because the platforms do require them to stay online for a certain amount of hours. But absolutely, let's schedule a meeting and talk more about it. Okay, that'll be awesome.
What I heard, that's my keyword, it's rev share. So we have Roland Grother from iMob Traffic there. He is an original German webmaster, and he does the Gallic Webmaster Conference in Ireland. And as I know, he works as a webmaster mostly on rev share. So the same like models work. So he works like a webmaster on rev share. Welcome, Roland.
Hi, nice to see you all. Hello.
So please introduce yourself to the audience and to the rest of the show, please.
Yeah, my big issue is that you did it already. So my name is Roland. I'm the CEO of iMob Traffic Limited. We are running 150 adult websites in German, Austria, Switzerland markets. Like you said, mostly rev share deals. We are specialized in extreme niche dating traffic. And beside this, I'm the organizer of the Gaelic Conference in Ireland, which takes place every second year. Unfortunately, 90% not this year because of Corona, but we still pray and hope for the best. And yeah, beside this, I'm also head of sales at IMEX Cash and Online Dating Kings. So yeah, that's my 3 businesses I do.
Yeah, you have to be a woman, multitasking.
I am.
So Roland, for the affiliates and publishers watching us, the difference between CPA, CPL deals or rev share. Why the European webmasters like to work on rev share and Americans mostly not? And what's your experience, because you tested CPL and rev share stuff off? So yeah.
My personal opinion is if you have organic traffic, so like we do with our own websites, if the traffic is shit, I go on CPL because it's fast money and I get something for the lead. But if the traffic really fits to the offer and if our visitors on our website find exactly what they are looking for, then rev share makes me much more money because it's recurring payments. And on the other side, 99% of my traffic is by search engines, and I've seen many webmasters coming and going. So they were very big, they had a lot of traffic, then there comes the next update and 90% of their traffic is gone, 90% of the income is gone, so that's it. But if you work on rev share, you can handle it. So even if a Google update is bad for me and I lose a lot of traffic, for the next 12 months, I have a constant income, so I can work relaxed on getting the websites back into the Google SERPs. And yeah, I like the security of rev share to have a long time income.
And that's the reason why TrafficPartner.com offer you rev share, CPL, everything you want, CPC, CPM. So, Corey, you need to leave us. You told me you need to leave. You have some other important things. So have somebody, now you have the free chance to get a free question to a super lawyer. Have somebody in the group, have a question about laws and your time.
and you get met with dead silence.
Corey, Corey, I have a good one.
How you doing, friend?
Hi, Corey. Been a while. Okay, with everything that's happened on Pornhub and a few other cases, there's people, because with all the OnlyFans content producer, it's not only the studio. They go to OnlyFans because the content is private, but there's a million content producer and tens of millions of members. So there's leaks. People take that content and then publish it on Reddit, publish it on Twitter, publish it, name it. And it's easy to find content that is supposed to be behind content locker. So now there's a few legal case, probably you're aware of the top one, which is they try to sue the advertisers and make them responsible for advertising on leaks content, because the webmaster normally is hidden in Russia or whatever. And what your take about this? Because there's been an attempt prior to that to make the advertiser responsible for the content, but since the MCA and the old case of Viacom YouTube, now it's something that could hurt a lot of people if. Now that the focus on user generated content.
What you just described is it's actually silly. This case, it's already happened, and I litigated it. If you look at the case ALS Scan versus Cloudflare, I represent.
Yeah, I know the case exactly, and I'm ready
no problem. In that particular case, I got my client dismissed from it when they got sued under the same ridiculous theory. It's a broken theory. Plaintiffs' lawyers keep trying to do it. They keep trying to say that an advertiser is somehow responsible for ads that are going through their network. It's absurd. It's a stupid argument. It doesn't work, and frankly, that's why Judge Wu in federal court in Los Angeles agreed with me, and why he granted my motion when I moved to kick that case, because it's just so legally incorrect. You're going to see, throughout the history that I've been around this business, you always got guys that are looking. They're looking for almost like the easy buck. They're looking for the next easy way to try to say, "Oh, I got you," and now you're going to have to pay. And I hate that mentality, because that's not what the mentality should be. Look, piracy in this business continues to be a huge problem. It has been, and it always will be. And there's correct measures, and there are avenues to go to deal with it in a legal way. But what you see, Nick, like in cases like this, where these companies are going after advertisers or advertising networks and such, and trying to make them liable, by extension, they're ridiculous cases, and frankly,
so there's absolutely no chance, because right now it's startup that leaked the content of the model, and now the model got like 10 lawyers to sue Chatterbait, Bangbros, and we've been named as a CPA network providing ads. And we're in Canada, we're not really concerned about it. But the case is, if they're allowed to, and they claim RICO, they claim everybody conspired all together. So it's a new avenue to name the CPA.
It's not new. RICO is like the catch-all. When you've got a shit case, you throw RICO out there, because RICO is very easy to allege, and it sounds very scary, and it gets parties that people hear RICO and they're like, "Oh my God, I better settle. I better pay up. It's a RICO case."
Yeah, I'm already paying $800 an hour for the lawyers for you, just to understand what the case is. And it's not,
for free.
You don't. It's RICO sounds a lot scarier, but in terms of actually being able to prove it, RICO cases are one of the most difficult cases to prove, especially when it comes to civil cases. It is so hard to prove. It is such a high burden. I'm not familiar with the case that you're involved in. I'll take a look at it out of curiosity.
It just says everybody here can be concerned, because it's the same. Let's say now there's lots of user-generated content. You don't know if the site uploaded itself or a user uploaded it, and we have athletes throwing ads all around the web, and then we're accused of having an ads on somebody's content. next to the content. So if ever, a judge will allow that, it will open a Pandora box, will say, and everybody could sue anybody for content. I would upload content to a site and then sue all the advertiser myself and do stupid stuff like that. So it's a really concerning.
What court did they sue in? Are they in
California? Yeah.
They're in California, which is the Ninth Circuit, which is where the ALS scan case was my case and where I've already won this issue. They can litigate. People can keep trying to litigate this issue all day long.
I contact you in private and I'll send you some. So there was a question because I don't know much about the Ninth Circuit.
It's a great question, but the one thing you brought up that I would like to briefly talk about, Andy, if I can, is the Pornhub situation, because that's something that a lot of people are paying very close attention to. A lot of people are nervous. A lot of people are worried. And I actually think that in many ways, the wrong message has been sent. The sky is not falling here. The end of the industry is not imminent because of what's going on here. There's lessons to learn. And what everybody needs to learn from this situation is that you got to have all your T's crossed and all your I's dotted, because if public pressure gets turned up, because that's really what happened in this case with Pornhub. The fact is that what happened is an article ended up on the front page of the New York Times, and people started banging down the door of MasterCard and Visa, saying, "What are you guys doing? Did you see this article?" And it forced MasterCard and Visa to have to act. What you guys should realize is that could happen to any of us. That could happen to anybody in this particular business any day of the week, that someone decides to write a really, frankly, negative attitude that in many ways was very anti-sex, anti-porn, anti-First Amendment. It was a very, frankly, I don't agree with what he put in the article, but he is a reputable journalist. He had a right to write what he did. But don't make the mistake, guys, of believing that, okay, the world is over. Are things going to change from here? Yes, of course. Things are always going to change. Are the credit card companies going to change? Yeah, of course they are. Are they going to probably tighten up the rules a little bit? Yeah, of course they are. But you shouldn't be looking at this as like, this is like the beginning that's about to happen to everyone. Because I'm getting these calls every day, and they're like, "Oh, am I next? Am I next?" I'm like, what would make you believe that you're next? What is it that would make you think that your credit card processing is going to be terminated or somehow altered as a result of what a completely different company did or didn't do? Are there lessons to? Go ahead, Sam. I think Sam.
I was just going to say, and obviously we just got to talking about this on a panel, but I mean, it didn't force MasterCard and Visa to do it. They chose to do it, which was a big deal and surprising. But Nick brought up the point of Google. I mean, Google's ranking sites number one and feeding traffic to sites that are SEOing for rape porn and things like that.
Yeah.
Why aren't they bowing to pressure? Will they bow to pressure? And I'm just saying, my point is, if Visa and MasterCard were willing to take a big pocketbook hit because of public pressure, then will others. So if more do, and if more just get spooked by the whole, grouping the whole industry together or certain types of sites together, I think more dominoes could fall. I'm not saying that the sky's falling, but I mean, I don't see why more of that couldn't come, and we shouldn't be maybe concerned about it.
And that's why I was saying, Sam, that it's a great time to be crossing T's and dotted I's. And so there's lessons you can learn from this. You can look at the MindGeek situation, the Pornhub situation, and you could look at, okay, so what are the lessons to be learned here? What are different things that I can do to fix up, what I'm doing at home? Whether that be, are you allowing user submitted content from unverified users? That's obviously at the top of the list of this particular issue. But I think, Sam, you make an excellent point, and you bring up a whole other issue of the slippery slope. It becomes a question of, well, what if Google says, well, we're not going to, if someone types a certain keyword in looking for something, you're going to get nothing. You're going to get 0 results. What's to stop Google from doing that if someone puts enough pressure on them? And that is a very good question, Sam.
Yep.
My hope is that that's not what's going to happen, and I certainly hope that's not where it's going to go. But remember that Visa and MasterCard they're publicly traded companies. They are, They're not a private company. They're anybody who's on this call right now watching can go and buy a share of Visa or MasterCard and can try to speak at their next meeting if they so want to. Visa and MasterCard, when the people started kind of banging down their door with specifically with this article that ended up on the the front page of the New York Times, you get pressed with the situation with, okay, what do they do? And they were almost in a they were in a situation where I don't think it was a matter of policy, Sam. I think it was a PR situation, and they had to do something to silence the large quantity of people out there that are still living in a place where I don't come from. I don't come from a place where I believe that sexual content and the entire discussion of sex should be hidden and never leave a dark room as certain people want it. But in this particular case, that very, very, very far conservative side came out, and Visa and MasterCard were pressed with a PR nightmare.
My question is then, why isn't Google feeling that same pressure? They're also a publicly traded company. They're literally feeding traffic to the sites in question, and sites that are again doing far worse. When you're actually hiring an SEO company or SEOing for rape porn to capitalize on those searches, you're worse, in my opinion. So I'm just curious why they haven't, and if they will. And we none of us know that, but.
I think a lot of it also is monetization. Remember, Sam, that when you're talking about Visa and MasterCard are directly taking payments from consumers. And ultimately, you take the consumers and you take the ability to charge out of the equation. Well, ultimately, I don't care what business you're in the adult entertainment industry, you're making money somehow, whether you're operating a site with free content and you're using ads, or whatever your method of making business is, you need the ability to have credit cards processing to survive. In Google's case, I think it's a little bit different, because let's just hypothetically for a second say, Sam, let's play this out, and that Google says, okay, we are going to start banning certain search terms. Will people still be able to find their way to certain porn sites? I think they will. I don't think the argument is
easy.
I'm sorry?
Not as easy, because they had a choice. For many years, they were ranking the word sex. Pornhub was ranking for the word sex, broad sex. Now it's Wikipedia and informative sites. So my 12-year-old daughter, if she look after sex, she won't find a gangbang. She will find something about sex, which is should be the case on rape porn, should be informative sites. I'm not talking about banning, but they have a choice to route the traffic to a direct, like if you type rape porn, you'll see it's like real rape porn here. Click here, you'll see it's real Russian guys, whatever. It's disgusting. As same as naked teenagers, which is could be about not getting naked for teenager or whatever vanity article, but they choose to rank porn sites. See, which is responsible. But I think Sam, why they didn't do it? Because of course they don't make that much money of ranking that. But if they get the front page of the New York Times or whatever big media, maybe the shareholder will request, as it happened with Pornhub. It just didn't happen to Google. It happened to MindGeek, which is an easier target, which is a target that is more like, in the time where everybody with the whole planet is locked up home and bored and irritable. Everybody is super easy to irritate right now. So now the big bad boys, but it happened for many years. It's been over 10 years that there's been user-submitted content on Pornhub, on UGIS, on Xhamster, name it. And suddenly, and you think the spy video, I was selling spy videos membership 15 years ago. It's the same. It's not just now. It's people are now, my God, it's terrible. But how many ex-boyfriend uploaded a video of a girl that didn't want to be there before last month? It's happened and happened and happened. And if you look, girls that don't know she's on Pornhub on Google, you will get the result from Google. So who's the real guilty? And I think it's a question there. Pornhub should have cleaned it better. Xvideo too, all the tubes. But if you search for something and Google send it to you, it's not.
I think Corey sort of nailed it for me, which is, from a general public perspective, who's allowing payments on a site? That's really cut and dried. They can make that is, you know, the connected dots that like, okay, you're enabling them to make money. Whereas how Google's role in enabling companies to make money through search results and traffic is a little more like mystery to people. I don't think your average Joe really thinks that through and sees them as like, hey, you're feeding them millions of hits a month. You're enabling them to make money on this. So, you know, we all realize that, but I think that's the distinction there, maybe why they weren't, you know, people weren't beating down their door. But I think
it's a bit of chicken and eggs.
But you know what, Nick? Though it's a tough one, and both. I see the argument from both sides, and I think there is a lot of argument there. But just remember, Nick, that ultimately, and this is kind of like what I was trying to say a minute ago, that if you take, let's just hypothetically say that Google actually did something, which frankly I don't think they will. I really don't. I don't think Google is going to. I think in terms of natural search, I don't think they're going to touch anything like that, because it frankly takes away from their entire almost motto. It's no different than if you want to go on Google and find, speech or someone talking about some horrible things, hate speech or things that all of us don't agree with. It's there. Google's not, Google gets complaints about that stuff every day, but it's there because Google is something that does stand for the ability to freely share ideas on the internet. And if you start saying like, all right, well, this site's not going to show and this site's not going to show, the Visa and MasterCard argument, we're never going to know. No one's really going to know who it was at Visa or MasterCard that ultimately made the decision, said, okay, we got to let human beings calm down. Look, I don't think this is necessarily a permanent thing. I don't necessarily think that this is something that, Visa and MasterCard is planning on having Pornhub banned forever. Frankly, I think, again, it's a PR issue. I think that things like most things in PR will cool off. I think we're talking about it a lot because we're in the industry and it affects us so much. But if you notice that there's other things going on in the news right now across the world that more people are talking about. And I think as things cool off, the world moves its attention to the next thing, and things will move along. But
that's a good thing. We move along. So I understand this discussion is super interesting, but we talk now almost 30 minutes only about one thematic. And thank you, Corey, for your opinions, and Nick. I know this is a very, very important topic, but perhaps
you ask a lawyer. Let's get back to.
But you know what? It is, Andy. And the one thing that you should like what Sam. But what the points that both Sam and Nick were making are actually, they're really, really, really good points, and they're good arguments. And I actually think that there will be answers to their questions eventually. Just unfortunately, we're going to have to see it kind of make its way through the legal system, and it's going to take some time. But there will be answers to those questions eventually.
That's why you got 3 hours, Andy.
Yeah. He sent me a message saying, "Hey, Corey, I need you to come hang out for 3 hours." I was like, all right. But I actually, guys and girls, I actually have to go because I do have a meeting that's starting in a few minutes. Thank you all so much, and Sam, Nick, especially. Thank you both.
Corey, I'll send you a quick note, so we just have like 2 minutes to discuss about.
Yeah. Any time, and if I can ever do anything for any of you guys, feel free to shoot me an email, reach out to me on Twitter, whatever. Corey at My Adult Attorney is, or excuse me, that's my other one. Corey at Silverstein Legal is the best email address to get me at. If I can do anything for any of you, you're all friends, and I love you all, and thank you all for being part of Andy's Broken Captain's Lounge.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
Bye, Corey.
See ya.
I like the discussion, but it's I want to talk about different thematics, and there was a big Pornhub discussion before this, and I know it's very interesting. For example, when I started with Roland, we started our DVD porn online shop, Sexy House, like 2003, and we wanted to integrate PayPal, and they directly declined us. So PayPal was always like an anti-sex politics, and MasterCard.
That's changing though.
Yeah, now it goes the other way, because we had no problem to work with MasterCard and Visa card through an aggregator, but PayPal we couldn't use. And now it's changing, like MasterCard and Visa card goes more critical, and on PayPal is opening. So there's a lot of things, and that's interesting. In the adult industry, we are always fighting for the freedom of speech. We are always fighting for the freedom of that's nothing illegal. Sex is there everywhere. We don't hide it. We stand with our words and names for it. So free word, the adult world. Thank you, Corey, and go for your next appointment, and see you soon in real life, hopefully. Thank you.
Was that church? Sounded like a church, sounded like a church preacher. I'm gonna go find a Bible. I'll see you guys.
I'll see you, Corey.
Swear on it. Swear on it. Good. Yeah, that was very interesting. So for all our watchers, if you have more questions, you can put them in the chat window, and our beautiful woman, Andra, Superwoman Andra, will read your questions. Also, for all members of the Captain's Business, put the link to join as a guest here. If you want to become a guest, you can go to the Captain's Business Lounge on Facebook. There is the hidden Zoom link to join the. Now we have a new. Oh, now my internet is still working. Yeah, we have Austin, the Italian.
I came in at the wrong time. I feel like I jumped in as there was a big philosophical debate. I got out of a meeting and was like, oh, I'll jump in. I'm sure this will be fun and lighthearted. Walked right into the firing line over here.
You have a beautiful little dog.
Yeah, show us your dog. We got more watchers if we have a dog on the show.
Yeah, there he is. Yeah. He's been needy today with all the meetings I've taken, so he's been on the lap for most of the day.
Cool. So yeah, present yourself, Austin, for our watchers.
My name's Austin Fiasconi. I am Sam's minion. I just do whatever he needs. It's a lot easier now that he's in Colorado and I don't have to see him every day. No, I'm kidding. I'm the director of business development for SK Entertainment. So Mr. Skin, Mr. Man, and Fleshbot. It's awesome. I love what I do. I'm sure Sam already gave his pitch. A lot of it's the same, so I don't want to repeat it. But I'm here. Hi.
Good.
And he's good. And he's good at it, and he'll tell you he's good at it too. I'm trying to get him to get better about that part.
Well, now I have a question for Andra, because we have for sure a lot of women models looking. So tell us a little bit about the cam business for models and how they start. What is the advantage to work for a studio than to be an independent? Let's talk a little bit about the sexy part of the cam girls.
Well, cam models in general, they're business people. They run their own business. So let's start with that. The sexy part is they make a lot of money. That's the sexy part about their job. And making money is pretty goddamn sexy. I can't say, actually, I can give reasons why to join a studio and why to be independent. I'm not going to take other side here. I do work for Studio 20. It's a cam studio, but I'm going to play both cards here. So basically, working with a physical studio, like a cam studio like Studio 20, you get all the training, the technical equipment, you get the people to actually help you, log in, understand the platform. And for countries like Russia, Colombia, Romania, where models in general don't leave their parents' house up to a very, very old age-ish, it's pretty hard to stream from your house because you have your father, your brother, your mother, your dog, whatever, coming in, and it's not quite okay for them. As you know, opposed to US models that usually stream from their college room or they have their own room, nobody bothers them. It's a different mentality. So that's why a lot of cam studios have developed in Romania, Russia, and Colombia, because it's easy for them. Also, it became as a job, and that's why I'm always saying that You know, they see cam models are their own business. They run their own business, even if they're independent or with a studio. So yeah, basically for the models that choose to work for the studio, it's basically helping them get more in touch and get more in touch with making it seem like a real job, you know, doing the hours because they have a schedule, as opposed to if you're working independent, you know, when you're young, you don't quite have a work ethic. I'm not speaking for everyone, of course, everybody's different, but some people don't have a really good work ethic or don't want to put in that many hours. And for the campsites, like premium campsite, let's say, they require a number of hours to be online to get on the top page. When you're working independently, obviously you get more free time. You can arrange to, you know, stream when you want to, not answer to anyone. You kind of do your own thing. But in the same time, you have to invest a lot in yourself. That goes for technical equipment, that goes for your training. You have to invest a lot of hours actually into understanding how the platforms work. When you're working with a cam studio, that information is provided to you. So that's kind of thing. Basically, it depends on how much time you want to invest and how, if you see this as, you know, as a long time thing or not such a long time thing. From my experience and from what I've seen, independent models tend to last longer in the cam industry than studio models. The lifespan, let's say, of a studio model is between 2 to 3, 4 years, let's say, as to an independent model that, you know, they can go for 10, 15 years, not just camming, not just performing, but, you know, starting their own business, because they get very attached to this. They want to know more. They develop more interest into the business.
Yeah. Well, I run a little studio in Colombia too, and it's the Captain's Model Agency, and it's only about 20 girls, but I see the most of the work do my local partner, and I see that the teaching, especially when the girls have no experience, it's very good for them to work with a studio that have the experience in the right technical stuff and how to talk to customers, and also even the makeup, you know, how to dress up, how to make up, how to move in front of the camera, everything. So yeah, I think for a new girl that have no experience in modeling, acting, whatever, it's always a good choice to go to a studio.
Definitely, and it makes the transition easier, and also it helps with their mental health, you know, because you have other models there, other people that understand why you're doing it, where you're coming from. You have your own support system in the studio. What a lot of cam studios, and I've seen around the world, a lot of cam studio don't manage very well, I would say, is they try to make every model look the same. You know, dressing them the same way, doing the makeup the same way, and so they lose that personality that a lot of members are looking for when they're looking for diversity in on the campsite. As much as you want to promote your cam studio as we're top premium, whatever, if you dress all your women or all your models the same, it's just gonna look bad, and it's just gonna be, you know, copies of one model without any much to bring, any more things to bring to the table.
Yeah. Okay, that was a little bit inside view for the cam business. And now, as Bram is drinking another beer, let's move a little bit to the dating industry, and also Roland. Roland is from the dating industry, and Tara, you also ClickDealer is also having dating products. So let's talk a little bit about dating these days. For TrafficPartner, we have two different models. We have some products which are subscription-based, and we have some which are coin-based. So for every message, they have to pay extra. And because dating in Corona times, it's, people in the end cannot meet, or it's difficult to meet. But on everything that we have on coins and messages, we have a super high. We had 2020 the best years ever in this product. But the products with monthly subscription, they almost stay stable and even going a little bit down in the end of the year because people have less money. So, Bram, how do you see the dating products in the times of Corona and the future of dating products?
In the Corona times, so during the lockdowns, we saw the ARPU of more users, but a lower ARPU for the users. So they were spending less money, but there was more activity. That was for the Dutch market. But as soon as the lockdowns opened up, that also went back to normal. For the future, I still see a bright future. It's still increasing every year, and business is going good.
Yeah, because I think I see this mostly in North America and Europe. It looks like men are too stupid to hook up a girl in a bar or something like this, so they need our services. Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry to interrupt. There's actually Matteo DM tomorrow. He is a dating coach. He's a hookup coach. He is specialized in the German market, and he's a very good friend of mine. So I'm just going to introduce. He's new for the industry. He doesn't know the industry. I was just pushing him. I was like, you need to tell these people about what you're doing. So he is a real life hookup coach.
Okay, cool. Well, I have two advices too. Go in the club, take a VIP table, have a Rolex and a bottle of Dom Perignon.
Old school.
Well, that's how we do it. And Roland,
I think a subscription in the internet is much cheaper than your VIP table, including the bottle of champagne. So maybe that's the reason.
Yeah, but you on the webmaster side, you're selling dating products. So how do you see the situation? Oh, you have a cat there. Oh, we got more viewers.
Yeah, hairy pussy is my favorite niche. So I wanted to show you one.
Okay.
Of course, like you said, subscription-based is kind of hard in Corona times, for sure. But what I see, if you go more into the niches, it has not that much effect. The Corona has not that much effect than it has in mainstream sex dating. And I think the reason is that the people have no choice. So if you have a real strange, extreme fetish, then you are happy that you have some way at all to have contact to girls fitting to your interest. So I think in my case, the extreme niches and dating in extreme niches, it was nearly not affected by Corona.
What is then the extreme fetish?
Am I allowed to answer to this?
Yeah, we have free word here.
Okay, so the guys on my websites are looking for dating where they find a girl that pees in their face or other things from other holes, or they are looking for 80-year-old fat women with hairy cunts and things like this. And those guys are really just happy to have the possibility to chat with a fake profile that they will never see in real life, of course. So in these extreme markets, I don't see any change in numbers due to Corona.
Okay, and then Nico,
okay. You wanted to answer me to answer.
Yeah, it's okay. No. That's here we are on the interNEXT, and we have the Freedom of Speech Coalition. We go GFY awards, so fuck off. We can talk whatever we want here, and I will not put it on YouTube.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Nico, you with Traffic Fabric, you're selling traffic to a lot of dating advertisers or dating media buyers. So did you saw a higher demand and rising prices, or how was your situation on that?
Yeah, we actually see it. The traffic was rising a bit, and also the prices went up. So the impact was quite positive. But what we also see is that some advertisers are better able to handle this pandemic as others. So it depends also on how much budget you have in the background to cross-finance a little down you may have during this time. And yeah, some can do it better, some cannot. But overall, it looks better as we expected, to be honest.
Taras,
I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Here, maybe at the top of the hour, could we get Nicholas on drums and Joey on guitar and take a couple quick requests? I'm sure there's a vocalist here as well. So
yeah, we will use the last. Let's talk a little bit more, and then we lose the half hour to do a jam session here live on stage.
That'll be good.
And the only song I almost can sing a little bit is AC/DC TNT. Joey, can you do that song for me then? Okay, we prepared that one. Okay. Yeah, so ClickDealer is a performance network, you know, and it's CPA and CPL, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's CPI, CPL, CPS. It's revenue share depending on the vertical that we work with.
Okay.
Specifically dating, if we talk about dating, so we have two products. I mean, the one we work with on a CPL basis, and we deliver traffic to partners like you. And in last year, we've seen a considerate growth compared to other years. So COVID only played, in those regards, COVID played, a positive note for us. So it really worked well. And another growth that we've seen was our SmartLink. So SmartLink, it's made for publishers that have trouble signing up and finding many advertisers in different niches. So what we do is we use our technology to optimize and to find the best return for the traffic. So our dating SmartLink also seen like considerable growth over a year. So dating is an evergreen vertical. It's not going anywhere. Like this is. We could have this conversation 20 years ago, and it only would get bigger. So, as I used to run dating as an affiliate, literally in the high school when I was, it was like 20 years ago, seriously. So, this is something that is going to continue going, and it would be probably interesting to see like new changes, as in something crazy, like something that is not very repetitive, because like the old models kind of work the same way, and we probably have the same group of advertisers that have been working for for the last 10 years. There's not a lot of new players with some kind of crazy ideas. The only people who are like combo breakers are like Tinder and Bumble, but in our industry, it's kind of unfortunate to not to see. But I'd love to see that, coming up in the next couple of years, where we all can work in that kind of niche. Where
beside of dating, what other verticals you perform?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Bye, Carl.
1 second, League.
No, too late.
He left. Oh, okay. Okay. So which other verticals you're strong in? It's Nutra, finance, or what?
Nutra, finance, downloads. To be honest, we kind of like, people that know our company, they'll know that we have an office in China, in Europe, 2 in Europe, 1 in Ukraine, 1 in North America. We tried India and Spain. There's not a country that we haven't run in. Vertical wise, the classics are, dating, Nutra, I like to call them the original sins, where people want to lose weight, they want to date, they want sex. Those are here to stay for a really long time. And something that we've been, working hard for over a year is actually lead gen in a absolutely wide hat vertical. It came in to us when the whole shit show started on the Facebook. And we try to diversify the different, verticals that we haven't done before, where people can run Facebook with their agency accounts without getting banned. It's been a tough year no matter what with the Facebook, because even if you're running strollers for grandmothers, they're still gonna ban it. So it's still been challenging, but we were able to make some verticals work really well, and that's actually housing. services. People who got stuck at home with the COVID realized that they need to change the roof, the windows are old, the bathroom needs a renovation. So we've been writing a lot of, it's a weird thing, right? Talking about this in this forum, but yeah, something that we made work was home renovation services, and we're pushing more in that. And it works really well because people that were stuck at home realized that their home sucks and they decide to do a lot of fixings. So we've been killing that, and we plan to grow more into that services.
And then, because we had before this thematic with Bitcoins and cryptocurrency, and there's so many companies running financial or crypto stuff, and they are like fraud. There's a lot of fraud crypto products but they are looking very nice for affiliates because they offer me like $600, $800, $900 for the first sale. Do you support products like this or not?
No, we stay away from them. They're heavily regulated, so those products are kind of this is something which came from, I think, binary options, and they kind of went to crypto. They keep changing the name. So, I mean, those products are depending on the market. So we don't touch that. It was heavily regulated. Like Germany is a good example. UK is a good example. Those kind of countries, it's a no touch. And generally speaking, we try to shy away from those kind of products. They don't provide much value, and they bring a lot of customer complaints.
Yeah. Okay. And then let's say, Joey, you're working for Advero, no? No, not
that was a short run.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but I do have.
Then I have to delete my YouTube video with you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I leave it forever. I will leave it forever.
That didn't work out, but I'll fill you guys in later. The company I was with, New Media Services, for the last few years, we've been essentially a call center and a chat house for a lot of the dating companies and stuff like that use chat services or all the different things that you would outsource a lot of your business for. And over the last year, as a byproduct of a lot of the dating and cams and a lot of tech companies who just used our call center for customer support or used us for chats, we saw our business only does well when their businesses do well. So we saw a sudden dramatic increase in almost every vertical you mentioned that we had either some involvement with in services or customer support or whatever we would have done at the time, just because the pandemic did that, right? Everybody, I mean, it was insane. We in every month up until recently was a record-breaking month for that company. And only because so many of the companies, like what you just mentioned with Click Dealers, Verticals, and a lot of the other stuff, is doing significantly better than they'd ever done due to the pandemic. And I don't imagine it's going to change now that everything's kind of, people are used to this sort of way of doing things. And I think even when the pandemic ends, I have a feeling it'll still hold for a bit, or maybe forever.
I should change my number to a 0900 number, and I would make months of. I got so many calls 2020 I never got before in my life, because everybody at home, and and normally, it's also between with you guys and others. Normally, no, I'm on the airplane, I'm traveling here, I'm there, and then especially for me, the first lockdown in Germany in March, April, May, that was really for me a hard experience, because I feel like a rock star traveling from one show to the other, and then now you stay home, and all my favorite places like the massage, the sauna, the swimming pool, everything was closed, and the bars, the clubs.
Hey, keep it clean, Andy, come on.
That's not a clean show here. Go GFY. Yeah, and then
what kind of massage are you talking about?
Normal medical massage, of course.
Your normal or my normal?
I don't know what is your normal. After you niches, I don't want to know what niches you have.
Here we go, off the rail.
Chocolate massage, or caviar. So yeah, we saw now we heard about the camps, the dating, the new industry. So the one in the adult what still is big, and of course, Mr. Skin is not really an adult pay site, but you have a lot of experience on the pay sites. And how was your situation? I guess your membership was blowing up, Austin, for example.
We've had a good year. I think a lot of people in adult, specifically with the quarantine, have had really good years on the pay site. I'm shocked we're the only pay site in the room, but I think it was, it's easy when there are people who are stuck at home, but you're still fighting for eyeballs. You're still fighting for market share. We were really quick to, when the stimulus checks, the first round of stimulus checks went out in like April, we ran a promo right with that too, giving people 2 weeks free to come into the site. And that was worthwhile for us to do. And I think we've been really good in adapting at keeping people engaged and giving them more than just, the traditional celebrity content. We've repackaged a lot of stuff into promos, a lot of infographics, a lot of PR related things that are setting us apart and driving more eyeballs in. And I know a lot of other companies who have been very successful, have done similar things.
But yeah, I think also we've tried to, you want to capitalize on the situation, but not in a distasteful way, obviously. So we try to dance that line, like he said, did the stimulus thing, like when people waited on checks, we actually did a promo that went fairly viral. We piggybacked on the Getty challenge and had people draw their favorite celebrity nude scene and gave out cash stimulus checks ourselves, and some fun things like that, which I think helped. But I'm interested to hear, other people's perspective. We definitely rode pretty high. There's been a little bit of a letdown for us after the big holiday season, which is pretty normal. We're still higher than year over year, same time, but there is the fear of fatigue of there's unemployment is super high in the U.S. People aren't getting additional stimulus checks like they thought they would. So I mean, at some point, you can be trapped in your house all you want, but if you don't have money, it's going to cause problems. So, I don't think that a permanent lockdown would be beneficial to to our industry.
Yeah, that's I think that's always the problem on the long term, because also in Germany and other countries, the government helps out the people first, and they got disemployment money or short-time working money or social money, whatever. But this pandemic destroyed a lot of cash for a lot of people. So I think that's something that will hit our industry also. But on the other side, when I started in the porn industry, my old teacher, Riccardo Billi from Italy, he always said, if there's a crisis, people spend little money for little things that bring fun. And it's like, in my time, it was a bottle of vodka is 10 euros, a porn DVD is 10 euros, and a pack of cigarettes is 5 euros. So, people, if they have few money, they spend still the money on the little things that make them happy. And that's mostly alcohol, cigarettes, and sex. And of course, they don't buy a new car, they don't renovate their house if they don't have the money, and they take loans. But I think everybody can afford $20 to be a member in a pay site or something like this.
Yeah, but at the moment, the guys are stuck at home together with their wives.
Yeah, okay, yeah. But they have a mobile phone.
And their kids in a lot of cases. The old homeschooling problem. I'm glad I'm not dealing with that anymore.
I saw someone in the audience just ask, do they think that the vaccine is going to change some of this? And I think to a certain extent it probably will, but we don't really know what the new normal is going to be. Is dating going to return? Are people still going to be able to go to nightclubs and return that way? I think for a lot of people, they're never going to go back to their office in the same way that they did before. They're not going to be able to go out and drink at a bar or go to a nightclub in the same way they were before. So, pay sites, online dating, I think are still, as long as they're adapting with the changes, which I think our industry, the people who are still around have been super resilient at doing, there's still a bunch of opportunity there.
Well,
I want to get into
this.
One second. Andra told me she have to leave, so I want to make a proper say goodbye. It was a pleasure to have you on the show, Andra. And
Thank
see you tomorrow.
Thank you,
that we have
gentlemen.
fireworks.
See you tomorrow. I'm gonna be live on the content creator stage. We're gonna be presenting the panels and everything, and I'm gonna be one of the GFI Awards hosts together with the amazing Andy here. Thank you guys so much, and have an awesome day and night.
See you, Andrea.
Bye.
Bye, Andrea. See you soon. So, only men left. Now we can go really dirty.
Business time.
I also have to take off to take a meeting, but it was good catching up with everybody. I'm sure I'll see you throughout the show.
Cool, Austin.
Good to see you, dude.
Take it easy.
Yeah. So I think that's always the point. I always tell Panos, let's do 2 hours. 3 hours is fucking long.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Let's do TNT.
But we have a new guest. So that's always the good thing if you do a long show. And I'm hoping he's coming in now. It's Florin.
Where? Oh, nice. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you guys?
Great.
Better late than never.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry for being late, Andy, and everyone.
You're exactly in the right moment. We lost some of our guests, so you bring new life in it.
Exactly.
So, for everybody who don't know you, please present yourself to the audience and tell them what you do and what you want.
Oh, we have an audience, right? At this hour.
I hope so.
Hey, everyone. Florin here. I'm the CEO of Traffic Manager, the tracking platform. And I'm here with Andy, Joey, Nicholas, and that's all of us, right?
No, that's Roland and Bram.
Roland, where is Roland? Roland, oh, Sam also, yes. TK, I don't know TK. Bram, I know Bram, I think. Hello, everyone. Oh, Greta as well. Oh, there's a lot of people here.
No, Greta is only working for interNEXT, and she only comes to tell us now it's over or come in or
I'm
go.
up, yeah.
She's the bouncer.
Good.
Nice. Make some noise for Greta. She's the bouncer here of the main stage.
Okay. How are you guys? What did you talk till now?
Well, we talked about the live cam, the dating, the pay sites, bitcoins, problems with MasterCard and Visa card on Pornhub in general. So yeah, we had it all. We were already moving now to the fun part. So one question I always do on this format is like, when tomorrow the corona is over and you could travel anywhere you want, where would you take your next 2 weeks vacation? Sam, where would you take your next 2 weeks vacation if you could travel everywhere you want?
Well, this is not going to be that exciting for most, but I've gotten to see my family, you know, on my side, my parents and stuff a few different times. They visited us out here. You know, we moved to Colorado, so we're way in the middle of nowhere. My wife hasn't seen her family. My kids haven't seen that side of the family forever. So we'd go to New Orleans. You know, we'd recently gotten a place down there so we could spend a lot more time. And then this all blew up. We were literally down there, right, for Mardi Gras last year. And then boom. So it's, yeah, we haven't seen her family for a year. So it'd be NOLA for sure.
Yeah, New Orleans is always a nice travel. Have a catfish po' boy.
Yeah. I live in this tiny little town now. And we just found out, we're in a Facebook group locally. This guy, he's obviously from New Orleans, and he apparently drives into here from one of the surrounding cities and sells all Cajun food. I mean, in legit crawfish etouffee, all sorts of stuff, frozen. We just found out, so we're about to order a bunch of stuff and stock up the freezer. So. And
Florin, where would you go? You're right now in Cyprus, right?
Yeah.
So where would you go?
I'm in Cyprus since November till
Cyprus Hill? You miss Cyprus Hill? So where would you travel for vacation if you could travel for free without pandemic?
where after we will be able to travel like without any restrictions, the first thing I already plan to do is like a 2 or 3 weeks road trip with my car, with my partner Marius around Europe. I mean, we want to do a huge like Euro trip.
Your own Grumble 3000 trip.
Exactly, like literally 6,000-7,000 kilometers in 2-3 weeks. We stop for a couple of days in each city we find in our way. And this is what we want to do.
Come, make sure you can pass in Bremen, and we have a lot of autobahn without speed limits left there.
Yeah, Germany will be between it's in the list.
Yeah.
Like,
in the middle of everything in Europe.
Exactly.
And Joey, where would you go if you had 2 weeks?
2 weeks. I mean, if I had to do a vacation, I mean, part of like similar to Sam, I'd like to go see some family. So I'd probably split it in half. I'd do some time in Egypt, over in Cairo, where I could see some family and be a tourist again. But I think if it was up to me and my wife, we'd probably go back to Thailand and spend a lot of time on the islands.
Yeah.
That was our favorite. Best.
Which Thailand do you prefer in Thailand?
For me, I think Koh Samui is probably one of my favorite experiences I've had. I have to see more, but yeah, if I had to choose right now, I'd go to Koh Samui for a week or two.
Yeah, for a couple vacation, it's the right place, of course.
Yeah.
Luxury tropical island. So Bram is smiling. So where would you go, Bram?
I think our plan for December 2020 was the Philippines and diving Indonesia. So I would definitely do that trip.
Yeah, well, Angel City, huh?
No diving in Angel City.
Well, when we were there, the hotel was very nice for diving. And Roland, I know you don't travel too much because you have so many animals at home.
But if I had a choice, when I was 19 years old, I was in Las Vegas and I wanted to play poker tournaments, but I was not allowed because I was 19 years old. So now I'm older than 21. So I would like to go there and play day and night poker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Nico?
I was stuck there at home with the animals, so not much I can do. But yeah, I would actually visit my brother and his kids because I haven't seen them for a year, and that's basically it.
I thought you would make a vacation in Bremen because you want to see the big light
Fuck,
city.
no, never. Ha! This disgusting place. Ha!
This is a running gag for everybody who don't know. I live in Bremen, Germany, and Nico lives a little bit away in a smaller town. So I always tell him to come to the big city lights, Bremen, and he hates the city. So that's a running gag. Only for Germans, they know very well the geographic situation there. And TK.
Point was.
Oh man, honestly, I've been stuck in Canada for the last 8-9 months without diving. That's something I miss a lot. So it'll be either Caribbean or somewhere where I've never been. Like Polynesia is probably my bucket list of places to visit. I don't know. I'm not sure if you've been or not too, but I always wanted to go to Polynesia. French Polynesia is like the place I really want to visit.
Yeah, that's one of my dreams, going from New Zealand on a catamaran and then going to the Solomon Islands, Tahiti, Fiji, Bora Bora. That would be an amazing dream. I was very lucky. They opened the frontier of Curacao, so I swapped over to Curacao in November and December. Right now I'm on Gran Canaria Island in Spain. I have some property here, so it's easy to stay, and the flight from Germany is easy. But of course, if I had the free choice, I would definitely go somewhere in the Pacific, Indonesia, Solomon Island, New Guinea. So something where I can scuba dive and where I have this kind of adventure. Because if I see the Caribbean islands, I saw almost all the Caribbean islands. They are so already cultivated American style or Spanish style, but there's not more real this adventure feeling because when you're in the Philippines on a lonely island, you're really lonely, and there's no animation and not this kind of hotels. Like if you see Bahamas, I think Bahamas was a wonderful place 30 years ago, but now I don't like it anymore because it's full of big hotels. You need a boat. If you have a boat, so always be a captain, then you can reach the good places.
I got to go. I just realized I'm 8 minutes late for a meeting. So having so much fun, I lost track of time until they hit me up. So thanks for having me, and good to see all your lovely faces. Have a good one.
Wait. You if you're 8 minutes late, you can be 3 minutes more. Joey, grab your guitar, man. That's now.
I can't. I'll be back for this.
Okay, then come
ping me
back.
when the music starts, and I'll be back. See you guys.
Bye, Sam.
Bye, Sam. Yeah, so this group coming smaller, and people, if you want to join on Facebook, Andy Wullmer, I posted the link there. If not, we have still about 40 minutes to run, and yeah, now I come to the part where I do. Everybody of you can do that's like the the high school games where you can ask the question to somebody else in the room. And so Bram, Roland, you can ask anyone in the room one.
I'm scared. I'm too shy and too scared.
You always wanted to ask them.
Roland, how many animals do you have?
How many or what?
Yeah. How many and what kind?
It's I think it's like 20, 25. Maybe.
Fuck.
So we have cats, we have dogs, we have horses, we have chicken, and we have I don't know the English word for Meerschweinchen.
That sounds really strange.
Nicholas, what's the English word for Meerschweinchen?
Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
How does it look like?
So it's like small rabbits. I don't know the word. It's like this size.
Well,
chinchilla.
No. What's
a pig?
Hamster?
Yeah, like something like hamster. Yeah.
How do they go along with the cats? I'm curious.
The cats very often sit in front of their place, and it's like watching TV for them.
Oh, okay.
I put it into DeepL, and it says it's a Guinea pig.
Oh, guinea pig.
Oh, guinea pig. Yeah. Guinea pig. Yeah. It's like a hamster.
It's basically a big hamster.
Yeah.
But in Peru, they say it's food.
Yeah. Don't they barbecue them? Actually, they barbecue chinchillas.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
If you're
We're
hungry,
talking about family members. Barbecue.
well, if everybody,
are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
No, you have no right to say that.
But I don't eat animals that have a name. So.
Okay.
I have a funny story. When I met Roland, it was like 2000 or something. I was the sales guy for the international license of a German porn production company, and he was the chief designer of the covers of the movies. And I had my first day, and he wanted to say hello, so he came in my office, but I was not there. And there was a pack of cigarettes, but the filter here, the side filter was missing, so it was ripped off like this. And later we meet in the canteen, and he asked me, "Hey, you can sell me some weed?" And I was like, "What? Why you know? How will you know that I smoke?" Yeah, I saw your pack of cigarettes. And from this day on, we worked like almost 3 years together in this company. And every lunchtime, we went out in the countryside and smoked the weed joint there and going back to work. So that's how I met.
Actually, it was good weed that Andy was able to get.
Only small amounts. Only small amounts.
Of course. And now it changed completely. I think you stopped smoking, and now it's growing in my garden. So things are changing.
Yeah, I had to stop. I got too much munchies. Yeah.
Where is your garden? Where is your garden, Roland? Where is your garden?
I give you full address, no problem.
Yeah, and then Joey, tell a little bit because it's also interesting for the online marketing with the keto. You're a big fanatic keto user, or what's the name? Keto.
Yeah.
Keto band?
Yeah, the keto diet. I know. I'm positive everybody who deals in traffic knows about the keto diet. I had basically about 2 years ago decided just to try it. I needed to lose weight. I needed to get healthy, and I did it without all the products that people are selling online. I did try a lot of those products though, and they didn't work. But yeah, I did it. I lost just about 100 pounds total. And you know, my way of doing it was sort of slow and steady, and I turned it into more of a lifestyle where I could balance, you know, health and enjoying food, but still making healthy decisions. So I didn't want to gain, you know, all the weight back. And yeah, and so up to now, that's been going really well. But I can also say firsthand, I did try a lot of those keto products that they claim helped, and not so much.
Yeah, they don't work.
They don't do it. No, just normal.
I think I speak for everyone, Joey. You are an inspiration to all of us except for Florin, who is fucking skinny.
But I lose 10 kilos as well, Brad.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've been trying to work on it too, but I don't have the discipline that you guys have had with your exercise and your diet. So
yeah, try going vegan.
I did that before. So last time I did that, I tell you what, my cholesterol numbers, everything was perfect in 30 days, and I also started to drop the weight. But it's hard, you know. I think it's even harder because, you know, I'm like cooking for 3 teenagers now, so to have different, you know, I'm learning how to cook anyways, so I don't have any skills. To have to shop and do 2 different kinds of meals is maybe more than I could take on, but mostly I think it's these American portions that get me.
Yeah, you would be impressed how many vegan meals you can cook, like really tasty.
Oh, you know, when I first went to Tel Aviv, I was shocked at not only how, you know, there's vegan everywhere, but it was some of the best food I'd ever had. I didn't miss meat at all. The whole time I was there, I was 100% vegan and didn't even think about it. It's amazing. There's so much you can do.
It's so awesome. Yeah, but man, all that stuff makes me so gassy. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, but just going vegan doesn't make the whole game. I mean, you need to stay away with fried stuff. You need to stay away of white carbs like bread and stuff like that. So you need to go and work out as well, a little bit at least.
The big one for me was, you know, in my case, because I was so overweight in the first half of that year that I was trying to lose weight, I was doing like a very aggressive keto, but I knew that wasn't, you know, a long-term healthy way to do it. So yeah, like you said, Florin, after I started hitting certain goals, I started incorporating food back into my diet, like healthy food, things that I would enjoy, that it had carbs, but it wasn't bread, you know, it was fruit or whatever. And I could incorporate that and balance it with an active, you know, lifestyle. And I was trying to get into boxing and doing other things. And now that's what it is. Now I can be, you know, 50% keto and not gain any weight back because I just make healthy decisions and I stay somewhat active. And that's a good way to go. It's a good long-term plan.
Yeah.
For me, it was when I saw you, Joey, I saw you lost a lot of weight and you told me about keto. I tried it, but the first thing was when you told me in the morning you have a coffee and you put some butter in it.
Yeah.
Like, okay. First, I don't even drink coffee, and second, I don't put butter in it.
It's a good trick to make you feel full when you're hungry. You put some fat in your food and your coffee, and then you don't really miss.
That'll work.
Oh, absolutely, it works. Yeah,
Yeah, it works. Drinking olive oil.
Yeah,
oh,
I lost 100 pounds putting butter in my fucking coffee.
I'm on it first thing tomorrow morning. How much butter you put in there?
I thought
taste.
I thought I'm the perverted guy here in this round, but putting fat into my coffee, you know, that's really strange.
Yeah.
So TK, because of the we are talking about Nutra, and I'm sure you have this kind of products in your performance network, right?
Yeah, we do. To be honest, one of the hottest things today is keto. It kind of goes with was kind of popular in the mainstream. So, you know, when green coffee bean was popular, people were running green coffee bean. Now the keto is kind of like the main keyword. So usually you go with whatever popular in the pop culture.
Okay, so you need something new. My idea was because I was a little bit before Corona, because I was inspired from Joey's loss of weight, and I tried a little bit keto, but then I changed it to low carb, and I started more swimming again. So I lost last year 25 kilos also. So my idea was when I reach my goal, so my goal is another 25 kilos. And then I will sell the captain's pill, you know, doing a YouTube channel, and then I tell everybody, yeah, you have to do this and this, but the secret was the captain's pill, you know, it's including secret herbs from the jungle of South America when I was traveling to the Amazonas. Perhaps then I will give it to a click dealer to sell it for me.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like everything is kind of a gimmick, because when it comes down to losing weight, it's like calories in, calories out, right?
It's math. Yeah. It's
You
just
can
math.
lose it on McDonald's diet. If you just eat less and exercise more, that's how it works. But
so true.
You know,
the only thing that was, I mean, at the end of the day, you're right. I think the math is really everything. Calories in, calories out. The only thing that's hard to manage is time and age. You know, it used to be a lot easier to do this 10 years ago, 5 years ago than now. For me, as I get older, my body, I have to adapt a lot of how I do things if I want to maintain anything that appears to be healthy. It's a constant weird juggle as we get older. Oh shit, there's Norman.
Yeah, we have a new guest. Make some noise for Norman.
Hi,
Hey, Norman.
Oh,
nice
name.
Is this your new name? Nias?
Nias
Yes.
Mia Show. Nice to meet you.
I have a quick question. I actually, sorry, this one just crossed my mind. I wanted to ask a while ago, and anybody in the chat room or whoever's listening, please chime in. For those of you who are familiar now with Clubhouse, that platform Clubhouse, I'm curious what everybody's thoughts are about incorporating that into, you know, whether it just ends up being a really cool networking tool, or can we exploit it and into something more business friendly, where do we see a way that this might actually turn into something where we can make money?
I don't think I can monetize on it with what Norman and I do, but it seems like it's got a lot of traction with the performer community. Like some of the groups of like the cam models and the clip performer, you know, clip producers, seems like they're really getting online and into those things. And so anyone that's on that side of the business maybe could do something with that.
Good engagement tool, I guess.
And maybe, I mean, could there be an angle there for like, I mean, I don't know, like like more premium side of things, like where you've got like an entertainer or from like a pay site, you know, could a pay site model maybe benefit from that by even having certain times, like if once a week there were, you know, twice a week they're publishing new updates to their site, maybe they could be on Clubhouse with, you know, that model that was in that one scene to answer like a, you know, ask me anything.
But can you monetize that? Can you monetize that?
That's
I'm sure Stan will figure out a way.
Of course.
Right? I mean, someone will, but that seems like that might work, right? I mean.
Right.
Yeah, I see that you guys are building a product here. In case you need an affiliate tracking software, just reach me out.
Hey, in case you need hosting, call Brad or me.
I mean, the other interesting thing about a platform like that is, they don't. I guess, and it's a positive, is it's just voice, right? So they don't have any of those issues, as far as I know, like about copyright, images, underage, none of that other stuff. Of course, I guess someone younger could download an app and could hear some of that, but the good news is there's no spreading of like any videos, pictures, images, stuff like that. So
yeah,
no risk that way. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I gotta imagine there's going to be some sort of element where because of people being able to build their own like clubhouse, that there's some element where they'll find a way to, if you want to be in my club, give me $1 and I'll let you in, kind of thing, where, because those clubhouses are really where I see the most traction and the most value, and it's not.
But how would you monetize that, Joey?
I don't know yet. The only thing I'm thinking is if people want in on the club, they would have to pay. But I don't know that that's even the thing you can do yet. But
for me, it's, for example, I have no Apple products, so now I cannot even use Clubhouse.
Yeah, they're gonna launch the Android one soon, but yeah, for now it's definitely dividing the.
Is it only Apple? I didn't know that.
Yeah, but only for another month or two, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, then you will see me big on Clubhouse. Join the Captain's Clubhouse.
Here we go. Make the fucking noise.
$10,000 fee.
Here we go.
Oh, we have a new guest.
Juliana.
Hey.
Juliana.
Unmute first. There's a button to unmute. There's your microphone button. We cannot hear you. You need to push the button with the microphone on the left corner. Yeah, now you can tell.
Yeah, there she is.
Just got home from a dinner now. I will join like in 5 minutes. I just wanted to check what's happening on the room. I didn't thought I'm going live now.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the pit. Boom, right away.
You're in Dubai. You're in Dubai right now, huh?
Yes, I'm in Dubai now.
Clever decision. Should I come over?
Yes. Yes. I came here actually. I came alone. I wanted to escape the winter in Bucharest, and I'm here. It's beautiful. I love it.
I saw. In the moment, if you see like the Facebook or Telegram groups, one part is hiding in Tulum in Mexico, and the other one is in Dubai. So that's are the two hotspots for digital nomads right now.
I was thinking to go to Tulum as well, but I decided to come to Dubai.
Yeah, well, it's a faster flight. It's easier to travel there from Europe.
5 hours, 5 hours flights, only COVID test, and that's it. No quarantine, no nothing.
So finally, you have a negative test.
I have 2 negative tests.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta go run and pick up my kids from school.
No. Then now we do the song. Take your fucking guitar. Come on. We have 3 minutes. They can wait 3 minutes or 2 minutes.
That's good time because I need to leave and I would really like to join.
Oh my God! Here we go. Here comes the whining squad. Yeah, we need to leave.
Yeah, when Norman is coming and everybody's running away.
That's what it is.
That's because the
Fuck you, Nicholas. Fuck you, Nicholas. You want to buy some traffic?
Right now, Joey Gabra, live on stage in the Captain's Business Lounge, powered by TrafficPartner.com. With the Captain, you always get full gas. Joey Gabra.
Can you hear that?
What are we gonna play? Yeah. What are you gonna play, Joey?
Yeah. Can you sing it?
Nicholas just play some drums with that. Nicholas just play some drums with that.
It's electronic. You won't hear anything. Just talk.
Well, at least we have to talk. No, Joey Gabra, live on stage in the Captain's Lounge. Go.
Dynamite, TNT. Do you know the words? I don't know the words. Here, do you know this one?
Okay.
Oh fuck.
It's weird. I need to hear the audience and I need to.
Oh yeah, you don't have an audience, Joey. Fuck you.
I'm taking requests.
For God's sake, play some Sandman.
When everybody now need to mute his microphone when Joey is playing. If not, we don't hear him. Okay, come on. Yes. Joey, give your best song ever. Whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. Give it to the audience.
What? Give me some requests. That'll be easier. I have too many songs. I'll do a couple. And
Maiden. Let's do some Maiden.
Rain in Blood. Rain in Blood.
Oh, what do I know for Maiden? Right?
Number of the Beast.
Are we gonna get any singing? Or is it just me?
For hell's sake, just some fucking Slayer, Joey.
Just you, because if not, the sound don't come through. So everybody mute his microphone, please. And it's now and never. It's the one and only, the man by himself, the incredible, the unique, the unicorn, the one from Cairo City.
Oh. It's weird. Next time I'll set it up a little better for you guys when I'm not on the spot.
Okay, that's cool. And then we need to figure it out how this technology let two people talk at the same time, because that's the problem. Yeah, because that's the problem. Only the person with the yellow window around his face can talk. And when I talk during your play, then that's complicated. Perhaps we find a new software. Fuck Zoom. Sell your stock change now of Zoom. I will bring something new ours.
But this is really good to know. So as long as I keep on talking without any break, I can shut Andy's mouth. So let me say something.
So now I shut him down. I'm the fucking. So
I gotta go, guys. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Bye, Joey. Bye.
I need to go as well. It was really nice to see you, and hopefully I see you again tomorrow. But if I don't go to the living room now, there will be no sex today. So. Enjoy.
Bye, Rowan. Bye. I'm also
and go to the toilet first. Bye, Roland.
I will also leave you guys. I just got
No, wait. Because you didn't present your pretty face and what you do. This is the legendary Juliana from MAF Digital. She's now in Dubai, normally in Romania. So make your introduction. Come on, tell the people what you need, what you want. Give me the CPA.
Good evening to everybody in the room, and thank you, Andy, for the link and for the invitation. Everybody knows what I'm doing media buying and running traffic, Facebook, Google, TikTok lately, and started to do e-commerce as well, and running mobile content offers, as everybody knows. Thank you
Great.
for giving me this opportunity.
Always, it's a pleasure. How long you stay in Dubai?
Well, I was thinking to come here only for 1 month, but I think I will extend it to 2 months.
Good. So I have a chance to fly over in about 2 weeks to see you.
I have a very amazing view. Do you guys want to see?
Yeah, of course we want to see it. What I want to know, if you have a bedroom free in your apartment, then I can join them.
You can sleep with me in the same bedroom.
Woo! This was public. Woo, woo, woo.
Wow.
Huh?
Oh yeah, let's look.
That's awesome.
So beautiful.
Okay, see you in 2 weeks. You get.
Okay, I will clean the apartment for you.
Okay, people. We are coming almost to the end of this 3 hours marathon Captain's Lounge.
A marathon.
Yeah, 3 hours. And yeah, thank you very much to Panos and his team. And I think the interNEXT make the great job. Also, Greta and Tori and the whole team. This software is working stable. I don't want to blame nobody, but there was so many cameras on the same time on it. My laptop monitor was starting to burn because there's some software that gets really hot. I call it, I think it's hop-in or something like this. Now, yeah, whatever. This was the Captain's Show, and I want to give everybody a last elevator pitch. So let's, Bram, it's your turn. You have 1 minute for yourself. Do the elevator pitch. Be the sales pitch.
Okay. So datingleads.com has offers in 5 geos at this moment, Dutch speaking and German speaking. English speaking tier 1 around the corner. High APCs, I should say, try us out and let the numbers speak.
Yeah, numbers speak. Money never sleeps.
Oh. Thank you for having us, Andy.
Thanks, Andy.
Thank you. I would love to see you all in real life. You know this.
Yeah. Pretty soon, dude. Pretty soon. As
Yeah.
soon as we can, we will.
Andy Wullmer from Captain Host. Thank you, sir.
Captain Host.
It's a little bit like like jerking off, but you like wanking, but you don't get the cum shot. This is like virtual instead.
Well.
So everybody here on the show who was watching us for 3 hours, thank you for the patience. I hope you had fun. You had some information. We talk about different verticals. All these guys tonight on the shows are my friends. They're members of the Captain's Business Lounge on Facebook. So you should check out your Facebook. Enter the Captain's Business Lounge. Be a member. There you have the insider information about all the shows around the world. Follow me on YouTube and work with TrafficPartner.com. That's my company. We are the hottest guys dating industry. So bye-bye and ahoy with the Captain. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye, everyone.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Bye.